a legend. Catfish Terrier here, y'all.
Check the mic and make sure it sound right, boys.
Does the mic sound right, boys?
Sounds good to me.
Hey, Furlow, how you doing, buddy?
Oh, pretty good.
Dennis Lord, first one in here. Mr. Furlow, Adele, great having you, JDR. Oh, Stephanie got that coffee, I hope. See, Jacob, great having Jacob in here, y'all. Appreciate everybody. Monday morning, y'all.
Monday morning. Happy Monday.
I gotta see how happy I am.
Mm-hmm.
Great seeing you, Jacob. Appreciate you coming in. Up early. Oh, me. What are you up to today, buddy? You got a big job?
Yeah, I got 137 feet of fence to build today.
Pretty good sized job. Mm-hmm. Y'all do a lot of fencing?
Mm-hmm. One of the most popular things we do.
Well, if you was up here, I'm sure Coach Plays would put you to work. He's wanting a fence. Fence is expensive now, ain't it?
Oh, yes. It's almost triple in price.
Ain't it about just as cheap to go with a vinyl privacy fence now over the wood?
I mean, yeah. 6-foot picket fence, Stephanie. I've never installed that stuff, to be honest with you.
Yeah. I was telling him I don't know if I wouldn't go with that highest wood it's got and everything.
Right.
Got a fire to take the chill off. I like the looks of the vinyl privacy fences.
Yeah, one of the person that lives at the end of my street, they put in like a tan colored one. I like that. I don't like the bright white, but they put in a tan colored one. I actually like that.
Well, yeah, it makes sense to make different kinds. Swampy.
What up, Swampy?
I missed Attic and them last night because I got out there fooling around in the yard playing with my saw and everything.
Yeah, I got in there for a few minutes last night. He was on the road. He was touring somebody's fish room.
That's right. He was going to be on the road. I got in Griffin's just for a little while. I got me a green screen too. I was trying to install. It's going to be neat. But I got to get me some different hangers. I got to get some hangers to hang out past my guitars where I can pull it down. So, Mike up early. Hee-haw! Swampy didn't get any sleep.
GRB slipped in too. Morning, GRB.
We have a lot of colorblind steel panel fencing. I like the steel privacy fence too, but they ain't really no privacy to them. They're just the wrought iron look. And his houses up there, they ain't got that big a lot, so I'd have to have some kind of fence. GRB. Hee-haw! Boy, tell me about it, Swampy. I'm dealing with my left knee's blowed out on me, and it's giving me a fit. Appreciate you, GRB. Man, I tell you what, if anybody ever got any thoughts about needing a saw or anything, don't hesitate about the battery. It's unreal how they cut and how long they last. It outlasted the Catfish. I still had a quarter battery left by the time I cut, man. I cut a lot of crap up. The video don't do it justice. My hands are sore. I've cut so much yesterday evening. But they came a long way with technology and that battery stuff, man.
Good.
The power's unreal. Well, actually, lawnmowers now with them. Coach lawnmower runs off that same battery. Unreal.
Oh, Mr. Manifesto, morning.
Man, if I had one of those things back when I deer hunted, man, could really take those things to the woods and cut them out some shooting lanes and stuff. It would have been awesome. My fish saints up early this morning. Appreciate y'all. Already 13 in the room. I streamed yesterday morning, but I was having trouble getting everybody out of bed. But I think everybody knows I normally don't stream on Sunday mornings. Manifesto. You can't start that yawning game now. Yeah, they're so light, GRB. But I tell you, I'm sold on the saw, and I'm sure the weed eater will be just as good and unreal.
Oh, I'm sure. Might have to check one of those out next time I buy something like that.
It's amazing. The batteries ain't cheap. The batteries, well, this 2.5, you can get the battery for about $80, and you can get a 5 amp for $149. Mm-hmm. But the batteries has got 3 years warranty on them, so
yeah.
By the time you buy gas and oil all that time and everything. I don't know. I kind of find the battery lawnmowers to be lacking a bit. It depends on your yard size and everything, Adele. Coach ain't got much of yard, so I'm sure it works fine.
Like I said, like I was saying before, it probably wouldn't work in my yard because my grass is so thick. Like if I let it grow too much, it'll choke out my John Deere tractor.
Well, it surprised me. He said it done good, and he let his grass really grow up, try and get it seeded. There was some tall crabgrass and crap in there, and he said he cut it good, so it kind of surprises me. I don't know about these 18 votes they got out there and everything, but the 40s, they're powerful, man.
Yeah, I don't think that 18 volt would
No,
be
I don't think it would.
enough juice to do anything.
And I notice now they're coming out with some 80 vote deals. Imagine what they are.
Yeah. Right now, Mr. Manifesto, I'm jealous of you because you got a small yard. I used to love my yard, but I hate it this year for some reason. I usually get a head start on it, but this year I didn't. Now everything's just starting to get out of control.
Use the weed eater to cut everything.
Get too much going on this year for some reason. I don't know. I was talking to Dory about it last night. I was like, man, I said, like, literally everything is stressing me out right now.
I get in times like that, man. I don't know. It'll get better, but I know what you mean. But it seems like every time I turn around, it'd be something gets me and stuff.
Yeah, something to do, something that needs to be built, something needs to be fixed, something needs to be cut, something needs to be. That's my life right now.
Yeah, I know the feeling, buddy. It'll get better.
Yeah, I know.
It gets your nerves on edge and everything.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, Swappy, I wouldn't say get battery powered 380 acres.
Not unless you want it to take like a week to cut half that.
You live in the city, my yard does come with other things like traffic.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm not jealous because I wouldn't live in a big city for anything.
No. I growed up in Nashville, man, and it wasn't that bad back then, but ain't no way I'd live down there now. It's getting bad enough on the outskirts. We're growing so much.
So where I live now is probably the busiest place I've lived, and I mean it's like we got a decent sized yard, but like 300 feet that way, it's the boulevard, so you can hear all the traffic. You can hear.
Oh, you're right off the boulevard.
Yeah.
Hey, when I was a kid, man, I remember going visiting, and Dad's family and Mom's family would have those old blade lawnmowers. We were stupid as a kid back then. We thought it was fun to get out pushing those things around. I got an antique one laying out here in the yard now, but man, it'd been rough cutting grass back then. That lively lad, they'd take that sling blade.
I thought about hiring a lawn maintenance team just because I'm so busy. Like it's not that I can't do it; it's just I'm too busy to do it.
Yeah.
But then I realized how picky I am with my yard.
I've just really been dependent on the boys the last few years, and now they got everything going. My yard's been neglected, so I'm trying to get out there myself and piddle around. It was all battery, one battery, Jacob.
I try to get my younger brother to do it. I was like, man, I'll give you $100 to come cut my yard and cut edge trim every week. He's like, I'm too busy because he's got his own business. I was like, just work it into your schedule, man.
I tell you, it ain't cheap for to get your yard cut anymore from the place.
Uh-uh.
That guy who cut my trees, he came back the other day, and I thought about getting him over here to clean it up. And he came back to the neighbors the other day, He first quoted her $3,600.
Hmm.
She wound up got him down to 2,400.
Yeah.
And man, he didn't do crap over there. It's unreal what they charge, and so I figured save the money and just go buy some of the equipment, get out there and do it. And even if I had to take my time with it and burn it, and
Well, see, that's the beautiful thing. Like you can take your time with it. You can burn it. You can do whatever
yeah,
you want.
just
Do
do
whatever you
what
want.
I can. I actually cut more up yesterday than I thought I would, but at least it can sit in piles and dry out now, and I'll throw it on fire and get rid of it.
Yeah.
We have to call and get burn permits till May the 15th. Then we can burn whenever we want to. I got a ride mower that my son's father-in-law gave me. That thing's nice. I put 2 new tires on it Saturday, and it's a game changer.
Well, I love my John Deere. That's my favorite part of cutting the grass is just riding around on that thing.
Yeah, I'm going to enjoy. I cut it last Sunday when he brought it over, and really felt good to be outside, man. Yesterday felt good, other than my knee. I probably got ticks all over me. Last night, you know how you feel like your skin's crawling and everything? Last night, I was sitting in here and felt like my skin was crawling. Normally, when you feel that, you got a tick somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, I'm amazed by it. I'm glad I went and got them. They cut good though.
Yeah, because I'm about over these two-stroke weed eaters, and with all the attachments, I'm about over them.
I just always hate putting the oil in there and the gas and.
Well, they make pre-mixed stuff now.
Oh, do they?
Yeah, I usually get that stuff. The ethanol, they make the ethanol-free pre-mix, and I usually just use that. I mean, yeah, I used to mix it till they started making that, but
Yeah.
it's so much easier just to get the pre-mix stuff.
Oh, I imagine it is. Put a pair of deer antlers on the John Deere. That's pretty neat. But I need to get out and work around the yard and everything, man. I got to look at my dang videos, and I swear I can't lose weight. I could go with like a bear and hibernate for 2 months and I'd gain weight. I swear.
It's very satisfying to work in the yard. Like it's a pain in the butt to get out there and actually do it. But once you get out there and do it and start seeing how it looks when you're done, it's very satisfying.
And I need the exercise.
Me too, because I don't get exercise at home. Like I work. You know, I have a very physical job, but still I don't get no exercise at home.
This past year, man, I ain't got no exercise. And like say, I went fishing this morning and I talked myself out of it, but I might go this evening.
Yep, absolutely right, Mr. Manifesto. Dirty hands equals a clean soul.
But it's fun just to get out in the yard and everything. And
my favorite thing to do is rip out bushes, but I ripped out all my bushes. I ain't got nothing else to rip out.
well, that's what a lot of crap is. I got around here too, is just bushes and craps. I got 2 holly bushes in front of the house, man. They're standing probably 10 feet tall. I hate those things.
Oh, wow. Yeah, see, we had azaleas surrounding our house when we first moved in like 10, 12 years ago. I ripped them all out because they're ugly like for 11 months out of the year. They're just green. And then like that 1 month they grow these real pretty flowers, but I hate them. I hate trimming bushes. I hate maintaining bushes, so I just ripped them all out.
Those hollies grow like crazy, man.
Yeah.
It wasn't a couple of years ago, man. Coach cut them way down, and now they're standing 10 feet tall out there.
Don't take them long either.
No, and when you trim those things, they sticky. You got those little thorns on them, and I'm gonna put the saw to it again. I might cut it all the way to the ground this time, because I'm sure they'll grow back.
Cut it all the way to the ground and spray some Roundup on it.
Yeah,
They won't grow back.
Hey, what are they doing about that Roundup? I know they're advertising lawsuits about that and everything. But they still sell the stuff.
Yeah. They're advertising lawsuits about everything now. Now, when we had that BP oil spill down here, now they're out advertising monetary, people can get money because if they get a disease from it or something.
I was wondering when that was going to start.
Me too. And then I just heard an advertisement the other day saying, do you have mesothelioma from the BP oil spill, blah, 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 or some crap like that? And I'm like, oh, here we go.
But I figured when they started something like that about Roundup, they would stop selling it unless they changed some of their formula or something in it. I don't know.
Well, because Roundup's made by that Monsanto company or whatever, and they're big with like GMOs and all. I don't want to get into all that, but it's a very sensitive subject with that company.
Oh, I imagine.
With some people,
Bomber Steve. Great having you, buddy.
What's up, Bomber?
How's it going, guys?
It is Monday.
Yeah, my Monday's over.
I know. I wish my Monday was over.
Yeah, that's right. He's about to head into Tuesday.
Yeah.
You done all right, buddy?
Yeah, I'll be glad to go back to work tomorrow for a rest.
Go back to work for a rest.
That's bad when you go to work to rest.
I know.
Yeah, the painting is almost finished though. We're in the home straight.
Nice.
Yeah. That's good, buddy.
Thank God. Although I wasn't happy with the builder today because our walk-in robe, he came in and we got it planned out what we're going to do with the hanging racks and the cupboards and everything, and he didn't say when it was going to get done, and all of a sudden his worker turned up and started putting the cupboards up. Well, I hadn't painted the walls yet, so now I'm painting around them. So the one part of painting I hate is cutting in, and he's basically quadrupled the amount of cutting in I've got to do. So I wasn't a happy boy today. Anyway, I should have got my ass into gear and got it all painted.
Yeah, if at all possible when you're doing stuff like that, it's great to have the walls painted before you put cabinets up.
Yeah.
Because that job I was working on last week, that was what we were doing. Is we had to get in there and paint before the cabinet guy came in and put the cabinets in.
Yeah. Mr. Manifesto, I'm painting our new house that we're moving into, hopefully in about 4 weeks. So, yeah.
Sloppy, I appreciate you sharing me out, buddy, if you're still here.
Yes.
Hey, JRB and Stephanie, good to see us.
All right, Jacob. Have a good day, Jacob.
Jacob, I appreciate you, buddy. Thanks for coming in. Now, Jacob, who was Jacob now?
He was Fat Man Aquatics.
Right, Fat Man. Appreciate you, Jacob.
And now
he's so many names changes. I can't remember who was who.
Yeah. And he's soon to be Triple J Aquatics.
Yeah, Triple J gonna change it again.
Yeah.
I gotta remember Jacob was Fat Man and Triple H was Jacob.
It was funny when Jacob first started coming around. Kenny was like, Kenny was like, I don't like calling you Fat Man. So what's your name? What's your real name?
I might have still his name changed Catfish to Fatfish after seeing myself out there in the yard yesterday. I told Carver, I said, damn, I don't want to post this crap. I need to be out there tied to a bumper and dragged around.
Oh, stop. At least you were out there doing something. Yeah.
That's exactly right.
It's ridiculous, man. And I don't eat like I used to. Jeffrey,
You don't have to.
It's harder, believe me, it's harder to take it off than it is to gain it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It creeps up on you.
Especially, unfortunately, the older you get, the harder it is to lose it.
oh, it is, man. It is. It's rough.
Like, I'm 38, and like 10 years ago, there wasn't an ounce of fat on me, but I'm 38 now, and it's hard for me to get out there and work it off.
Hey, in my younger days, I was like Carver and everything. I stayed so active or anything, I couldn't gain weight, man. I was wanting to get up to 200 pounds so bad. Watch what you wish for. Now I'm pushing 300, 280, and luckily most of it's muscle.
Blue steel and sex appeal. There you go.
But I cannot lose weight. It's pitiful. But I definitely need the exercise, like I say.
I could if everyone in Bendigo would stop making meat pies that I like to eat for breakfast, for lunch and that. So that's my weakness, the old Aussie meat pie.
I like to cook, my problem, but like I say, I don't eat like I used to.
Yeah. As we get older too, you've only got to look at it and you put weight on.
Oh, I know. I believe I can gain weight looking at it. I believe I gained just talking about food in here. I honestly do, man. We get on our food kicks.
So I enjoy food more than I enjoy a lot of things. So
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I'd make a good running back. See me out there running.
I'm not fat, but I'm not what I used to be. So
Yeah, Stephanie knows what I'm talking about with a good Aussie meat pie. Yeah, there's some.
I got a stomach. It ain't just loose blubber. It's just one of those stomachs, man. Just hard, but it's there. Tell my wife I think I got about a 150-pound tumor in me.
Andy G from Liverpool, England. Hello.
Andy G, great to have you.
Hello and welcome.
But I know a lot of people when puts on weight and everything as you get older. Like I say, your body changes, man.
Yeah, talk about running back. I had a bit of a run this afternoon. I was out of the house and we took our other little French bulldog because we're keeping her with it now because she's on her own. And there were some sparkies or electricians and plumbers working there, and one of the electricians left the door open. And I just happened to stick my head out in the corridor, and the door was open. And I went out and I said, "Oh, did the dog come past you?" And he said, "Oh, I don't know." And we looked out, and here she is, sniffing around at the cars outside the building. I've stepped outside the garage and I've gone shadow, and she's looked at me, and I could see in her eyes, and what went through her head was no bloody way, and she turned tail and ran down the paddock.
Manifesto, I used to curl the beers in the younger day, but I probably ain't had a beer since June last year when I was down in Florida.
12
I've
ounce
had
girls.
a few margaritas. What's that?
gotta do them 12-ounce curls.
Yeah, I used to curl them. It's hard to go shoot poo and stuff without having a cigarette and a beer.
Mm-hmm.
Back in the days.
Yeah, hard to go past a good beer.
Yeah, I like them in summertime. I can't when it's good and hot out and everything, but now that I gave up smoking and everything, I don't crave them like I used to.
Need to get into the Guinness or a good stout for the winter. If you like dark ales or a Guinness, they're great to drink during winter time.
Man, they used to have a Shakey's Pizza down here growing up. They had some of the best dark beer, and it was good.
Yeah, well, I have Irish heritage, so anyone within 2 kilometres open up to Guinness, I hear it, I know it. So.
My fish tank, yeah, I can imagine, man. That's the thing about it, man. You need to get this weight off, and I know you got to have exercise too, man. I worry about stuff like that. Adele, geez, I need to lose 20 kegs, or I don't know y'all's weight system over there. Compare that to pounds or anything.
20 kilos is about 50 pounds.
About 50 pounds, all right. So roughly about double whatever those numbers are.
Yeah, I think it's 2.2 pound to a kilo, roughly.
Mr. Full.
Yeah, 2.2.
2.2. Yeah, it makes it complicated in the degrees or temperature and everything, man.
Yeah, well,
Mr. Fulton, how you doing, buddy?
Great, how are you?
I'm doing pretty good.
Got myself a bow tie on today.
A bow tie?
Yep. I was watching the Oscars last night.
Oh. I don't even know who won the things. How they give Oscars when they ain't even no movies out there?
Well, because of that whole pandemic going on, because nobody can go there, because now it's a new stadium, and there was no host, so they just gone on with the show.
All of that. I used to watch all of that and everything, and it's like everything else. It got politics and everything. And
Neil Patrick Harris, the 2015 one.
Yeah.
I like that one. That's a good one. Okay, so
things the hard way. Yeah, evidently.
So the Oscar winners, who won last night? It was Disney's Pixar Soul just won the animated feature film. And then let's see who else we got. Let me see who I can find.
Me and my wife's talking about that the other day. You see all the different way people write and everything. I just don't understand, like Japan and stuff. Each one of their letters they write out, man, felt like doing a drawing and everything. It would take me forever to write the way they do and stuff.
Okay, Terry, here's the nominees for you. Nomad Land just won, and that's a best picture.
Yeah, I haven't even heard anything of any new movies or anything. That's what gets me.
You know that movie called Father?
No, like I say, I don't know of any new movies.
Anthony Hopkins. Okay.
Mike. It depends where we're at, Mike, if we're on the right side of the road or not.
Now, let me just clarify. You guys drive on the wrong side of the road. Let's just get that clear.
That's what
Oh,
I mean. It
Terry,
depends where we're at.
You gotta see this movie, Terry. It's called Minari. It's like a documentary, but it's oh, it's the people who is in America.
I'm pretty sure it's on the right.
Yeah.
You know, it would be weird going to another place, and well, just like for y'all, it'd be weird for y'all to come over here and drive.
Let me tell you, when I was in Phoenix, Arizona, and we organised a taxi, and I was just about to just put my hand on the handle to open up the door to get in, and the taxi driver said, "Oh, do you mind if I drive?" And I looked in and I went, "Oh, bloody hell, I'm on the wrong side of the bloody car."
I bet you'd make you a nervous wreck get in a car with somebody in another country, and you feel like you're going.
Took me a couple of days to stop freaking out.
Yeah, I bet it would freak you out. John Francis.
It always trips me out because around here some people have these. It's a Nissan GTR, and you can only get them overseas. It's a sports car, and the driver's seat is on the passenger side. For us, I'm like, wait a minute.
Well, good morning, Bolo.
What's up, Fulton?
Nothing much. Just been watching the Oscars last night.
Nice.
Yeah, we have a few people that drive American muscle cars now. They'll bring them out, and they either can't or don't convert them, and they have to put a sign on the back, that to indicate that the driver's actually on the other side of the car, and you pull up alongside them, and you just look at them and go, "Yeah, no, that's weird."
That's just weird. American muscle cars over there.
Yeah, look, there's quite a few. There's a lot of vintage car clubs, and so you do see quite a few. The new Mustangs are very popular around Australia. There's quite a few of those driving around town.
That's neat.
Yeah.
That's cool.
Terry.
Yeah.
Tell your grandson there's a special on ABC tonight.
Yeah, he's gone this week. I don't get to see him till he.
Oh, okay.
He might come over.
Well, just record. There's like a documentary of Sesame Street, 50 Sunny Days.
These kids these days don't even watch Sesame Street, man.
I know, but it's like one of the older shows. I mean, like old shows, like that kind of thing.
I can't get him to watch these old shows. I'm shocked that he's got into Gunsmoke. I guess he wants to do a little something like that, Bob.
Yeah. Oh my goodness. Well, I'm about to get a summer job pretty soon.
Really? Yeah, it's getting about that time.
A paid job, Terry.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the best.
I'll be working at the Embassy Suites Hotel.
Really?
Yeah. I know how I'm perfect at that job. I mean, it's a good thing.
Yeah, that's good, buddy.
Yeah.
GRB, we had a few left-handed drive cars here with signs on the back.
Yep.
So you have to hang a sign in the back, huh? That's wild.
Well, anyways, Terry, I better head off here and get ready because my bus will be coming soon.
Well, have a good day, buddy.
I will. See you tomorrow.
See you,
all right, buddy. Be safe.
All right. Thanks. Bye, guys.
See you, bud.
Yeah, it is a shame, GRB. We've let our car manufacturing just disappear, but things change. We've had successive governments that have done nothing about it, so it is what it is.
We have the same. I mean, believe it or not, we have the same grievances here. You know, without going too far into it. You know, but we have the same grievances here.
Yeah. Oh, look, I'm openly, as I said, I sit on the left, but left and right governments have really let our car and our manufacturing industry down. But there's a lot of international pressures that makes it difficult.
I wish I could go back to the days of making cars, man. These things anymore.
I don't like the way. I mean, most of the stuff they're coming out with now, I don't like. Yeah.
You know, it's what blows me away. It would be fun to go over to Cuba and just to see all the old cars they got over there, man. They got classics over there still on the road. They keep them up running and good and everything. I'm talking 57 Chevys and everything. I've seen videos of them just running all over the streets. Carrie.
Morning, Carrie. Morning, Crystal.
Crystal, great having you. Meat pies, kangaroos, and cars.
It used to be an ad on TV. It was a song. It was about So it's what Aussies love. We love meat pies, kangaroos, and Holden cars.
No design anymore, Mike. That's right. And I seen that new electric. I don't know if all Mustangs look like it. If they do, they're hurting. But that new electric Mustang to me looks awful, man. I don't know if that's the same look for all the new Mustangs, but it didn't look sporty to me.
Like I said, I've been a Chevy guy my whole life. And I drive a Nissan now, so that tells you anything.
I tell you, the trucks is about the only thing that's got any styles to them anymore.
Well, I am going to tell you one thing. It's not Nissan, it's Nissan.
Nissan?
Nissan. That's much better. And the other one, it's not a Subaru, it's a Subaru.
Subaru.
You guys speak English, but you just got some of your syllables they're mutated. You just got to get them right.
Listen, like missing.
That's it.
We first got there. We went for a drive and saw some kangaroos on the side of the road. So good.
That would be cool. That would. Yeah.
I'd be happy if they stay on the side of the road and stay out of my paddock. It'd be good.
Yeah, I bet you a lot of them gets hit over there like deer here, don't they?
Just down the road from our town, there's a little country town, and there's a panel beater there, and he has a staff of 6 full-time workers, and if it wasn't for kangaroos, you'd only have one. And that's how much panel beating and repair business they generate with the amount of collisions. So yeah.
I almost hit a deer last night. Well, it wasn't even dark yet. I went out to Lowe's and down here just in the main strip, man, came out of like a doctor's office. They came right out of a parking lot crossing the road.
Yeah, well, I was at work last week, and we had just a little sprinkle of rain, and I went into the staff room and was making a coffee, and I look out the window, and it overlooks the sports field at the front of the university. Yeah, here's 20 kangaroos on the sports field, just laying around, chewing on grass, right in the middle of town.
Yeah. My Facebook picture's holding a koala bear.
Well, you got to be careful holding those koalas. They'll rip your throat out when they get angry. Those drop bears, you got to be careful of them.
They'll do what?
They'll rip your throat out. They're drop
Really?
bears. Oh yeah, they turn.
Wow. I never know that.
Sometimes I tell lies too. We love perpetuating the story of the old drop bear that drops out of the gum tree and attacks.
Not
Anytime
sure they let you hold them anymore.
Yeah, anytime a koala drops out of a tree is when it falls asleep and loses its balance. Drop bears are real, damn it.
What's that animal? They do a lot of commercials about it. It moves so slow and everything. I think it's one of those insurance commercials.
It would be the sloth, wouldn't it?
Yeah, it's a weird looking animal and it moves so slow and everything. Is that over in y'all's area?
No, they're a South American and Madagascar around that area. Yeah.
Big J, buddy, I'm just talking about you. I think yesterday. Don't ever see much Big J anymore. Yeah, slot.
What's up, Big J?
Oh man.
Oh, now furlough. I was doing a bit of a cleanup this afternoon. I found this one, which I'd forgotten. I thought I'll bring it in to show you.
Oh, that is cool.
Let's see if I can get a bit of light on it.
Oh man, that's awesome.
Let me zoom in on that.
So
I was
that's,
telling Carver about your stuff. Man, look at that.
There's a detail in it, man.
It's really neat.
Yeah.
That is awesome, man.
And
I love it.
and then so I lost track of the hours I put into that one.
Yeah, I can imagine.
I bet you put a lot in there. I mean, that detail in that is amazing.
I think the wings alone were about 2 or 3 hours work by the time yeah. The only distressing thing about it is I know how long that took. I've got 5 more in a box in the study. It makes my head explode when I think about it.
Well, you just go through books and see things and order what you want. And
yeah, it depends what game you play. So each game system's got different set of miniatures and sometimes different companies and that. So you just sort of, and if you play that particular game, then there's 10, 15 different armies that you can order. So you got lots of options and you just work out what you like, and generally you buy one and start painting it, and then someone else gets something and you go, oh, that's really cool. So then you start buying that one as well. And, it's just like fish. Yeah.
We've got 2 stores in town, like gaming stores, and I mean they sell the action figures or the little miniatures and stuff like that. So like back when me and my buddies were playing D&D, we'd go buy all the miniatures and paint them, and we had a good time with it.
Well, I mean, you've seen all the tubs of paint, and that's about half of them. Well, they're $5 a throw. So you see that rack there. So you multiply every one of those by $5, and you go, yeah, okay.
GRB still have lead figures from 1970s.
Well, GRB, either hang on to them or get them on eBay, because depending what they are, they can be worth a lot of money. Mm-hmm. They're very, very collectible now, particularly the old ones. Yeah.
Pokemon cards are exploding again.
Man, it's unreal what some of them sells for.
Yeah, they just keep coming. I mean, yeah, my son behind me, he's got a collection of Pokemon cards that sink a ship. Yeah.
And my wife's got a pretty decent collection of them, and she's got two cards that, like, if she got them graded and they were graded perfect, they'd be worth like $900 a piece.
Yeah. It's a good game to play too. I like the Pokemon card game. It's good. Now that's another thing people don't understand. You actually use it to play a game. That was the original purpose of it.
Everybody thinks you just collect them.
Yeah.
Brookline. Great seeing you.
I can't believe how much they blew up like over the last couple months. It's been crazy.
But if you look at the wargaming miniatures, paints, collecting cards, Magic, Pokemon, all that, and you put all that together in a gaming industry, it's a multi-billion-dollar industry around the world.
Oh,
yeah, it's massive. So the one of the companies that the bigger companies is called Games Workshop, which originally came out of the United Kingdom. Now, for them to make a new mold for a new miniature, it's a minimum of £1.5 million to get the mold to production. Wow. And then they've got to get that money back. So, it's crazy stuff.
So that's why them little miniatures are so expensive.
Oh, yes, they are. It's the most expensive plastic on the planet.
Yeah, I know. I've bought a few of them there. I was like handing them the money, and it was like handing them like a piece of my soul. Like, I'm like, here you go. Ouch. Yep.
And we've got a Games Workshop shop in town, and the guy in there, he's like this evangelist. He's this Games Workshop preacher, and like, he's really cool, but he's really passionate, and he's a good salesman. And go in there, and he knows the latest release and why you got to get it, and he's yada 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 at you. And you go, for me, being a bit of an old hand, you look at it and you go, not at the moment, thanks. But But they have a painting table in the middle of the store and a gaming table, and kids go down there and they socialise, they paint together, playing the war game is like playing a game of chess. It's social interaction. So it's a good meeting place for the kids, and it's good. Kept me out of trouble as a teenager, mostly.
It's good having stuff like that out there.
Yeah.
See, now I switched from gaming stores to pet stores. Now
My little mom and pop's place down here, I had the urge wanting to get out Saturday when it was raining and go look around, and he's closed on weekends now. And I was talking to him early in the week. That's rough. He closes 6 in the evenings and closed on Saturday and Sundays now. Got to lose a lot of business.
Ours is closed on Sundays, but they've always been closed on Sundays, and Saturdays is one of their busiest days.
Yeah, I would think so, because PetSmart in them's parking lots, the stores are packed on Saturdays.
Oh, yeah. Because the only other choice in town here is Petland, and I mean, they used to be good, but then they stopped carrying dogs like about 15 years ago, and now all of a sudden they're carrying dogs again. So the dogs get all the attention. The fish department just went to crap.
Yeah.
So now it's like nobody likes Petland again. I mean, I wasn't too happy about them getting dogs again because they're those puppy mill dogs.
That's what aggravated me about PetSmart about a week or two ago. I went there and they were packed and nobody in the fish department. They was everywhere else. And I finally went and got help. And when the help came over there, she walked right up to me. I said something to her and she walked right past me and started waiting on somebody else. Man, that made me mad. And I had to sit there and wait about another 15 minutes.
I would have left. I would have been like, oh, you know what?
And I'm the one went and got the help, and
Yeah.
boy, it made me mad. I would have left, but I seen some of the fish I was wanting.
Yeah. Yeah, there's that too.
So you just got to be pragmatic sometimes.
Believe me, it entered my mind. Used to, I would have walked out that door with a few choice words, but I was wanting my fishies.
No, these damn dogs, they have like $3,000-$4,000
Crazy.
when you could go down to the local shelter and rescue one for like $100, if that. You know.
And you can get some awesome dogs out of the shelter.
Yeah, every dog I've ever had has been from our local shelter here. Nothing wrong with them.
Yeah.
No.
Well, over in Australia, particularly in Victoria, we've cracked down on the puppy farms. So there's really strict controls and regulations on breeding for sale now, which is good. I still don't think it goes far enough, but yeah, that's just my opinion.
Yeah.
And the pet stores have to be very careful about where they get the information from. But registered breeders of purebred dogs, you won't get a purebred puppy from a decent breeder for under $5,000.
Right.
And somewhere between 5 and 10 is what you'll pay.
Wow.
So our little shadow, our Frenchie, I mean, she's 3.5 now, and yeah, she was 6.
Wow.
So yeah, but that's, if you want them, particular. Yeah, if you want them, that's what you just got to do, and it's coming from a reputable place.
That's the thing. When it's coming from a reputable place, and that the person takes care of the parent dogs, and it's not just coming from a puppy mill, I wouldn't mind paying. I wouldn't mind paying that. But when here, they don't. They say they crack down on it, but they don't. They don't, and they're going to sit there and charge $3,000-$4,000 for an inbred dog.
That's right.
It's just not. I mean, I can't bring myself to pay that much for a dog.
And I mean, any crossbred dog over here, we call it a mongrel. So there's nothing wrong with a mongrel. They can be really cool dogs. And there's dozens of them down at the pet shelter, on death row, waiting to be saved. And I wish more people would do it.
Like I said, my older one is a mongrel, and he's the best dog I've ever had, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
He's a pit bull and lab mix.
And people say, you can't, if you've got kids, you can't have this breed and you can't have that breed. Yeah. Generally, that's a load of nonsense. It's time people started actually blaming the upbringing of the dog and how it's been socialized and brought into the family, and blame the deed, not the breed. And the deed is usually done by the adults in the situation long before the attack.
Yeah.
Stephanie says she got a friend in Australia raises and shows standard poodles.
Yep.
Keeps winning championships with them.
Yeah, we used to show bull mastiffs, and we had a purebred Australian champion bull mastiff, and we've got still a lot of friends that breed them, and it's an interesting industry in itself. The dog shows.
Brooklyn, I hope you're doing good this morning. Stephanie, have you heard from Don?
Yeah, I haven't. I've gotten in some arguments with my stepfather about pit bulls, because he swears up and down pit bulls are just bred to be bad dogs, and I'm just like, how do you figure that when my dog is half pit bull, and he, unless you're breaking into the house, he wouldn't hurt a fly, He actually, my niece, when my niece she's 3 years old now. She comes over to the house.
Yeah, that's all you do, Brooklyn.
He'll play tug of war with her, and he'll take it easy with her. He won't, I was worried the first time. I thought, I was like, great, he's going to fling her across the house. But no, he sat there and barely played tug of war with her.
Yeah. Whatever breed you've got to look at the history of where the dog came from. Now pit bulls were bred to be, a fighting dog.
Yeah.
So that's in their genes. So with that in mind, when you get that puppy, you've got to treat it thinking that I've got to socialise
You're welcome, brother.
this dog so that it's used to other dogs and it's used to other people.
Yeah.
If you want to keep it isolated and bring it up aggro, yeah, you're going to have an aggro dog.
Yeah.
If you bring it up within its own pack, and the other important thing that people forget, and if you ever watch Cesar Romano, the dog whisperer, his number one message all the time, you must be the pack leader. That your dog must know that they're number 2 at best. You have to be number 1. The moment you're not number 1, you've got trouble.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And it's little things like, so if you play tug of war with a dog, you never let the dog win.
Nope.
As soon as that dog wins, he thinks he's top dog. Yep. Never feed your dog before you eat. You eat first, because in the wolf pack, when the wolf pack would take a prey down, the alpha dogs would eat first. So the pack leader eats first. That's what you do. Yeah. And particularly like our Spike was 62 kilos. So what's that? 140, 150 pound. He was a big boy.
Right.
And I would put his food dish down and let him take 2 bites, and then I'd take the food dish away from him, and I'd stand over him with the food dish, and he'd sit there and look at me. And that was just simply, I'm pack leader, you eat when I tell you. And then I'd give it back to him. And then eventually, he'd start eating, and I'd put my hand in his dish, and I'd stop him from eating with my hand there. And he knew that I controlled the food, and I was. And if you don't do things like that and keep reinforcing with those potentially dangerous breeds, then you're going to end up with a dangerous dog. That's how it is. Exactly, B&D. It's how any dog is raised. That's critical. Yeah. Okay. You can occasionally get an aggro dog that's going to be aggro no matter what.
Just like anything else,
Yeah. And unfortunately, if it's in a situation where that's going to be a problem, then you have to deal with it. Yeah. And you can't have an aggro dog around kids.
No, it's just like having a jerk snake or a jerk lizard or a jerk, anything. Like some things just don't want to be nice. It's not the breed of the dog. It's just that particular dog.
Yeah. And the other tragedy that happens is the amount of newborn babies that are killed by the family dog. And that's pure jealousy and pack mentality. Here's this thing that's come into my pack, and it's now taking away all the attention from the pack leader. I better deal with that. So, if you own a dog and you're bringing a newborn or another member in the family, you've got to make sure that dog maintains its level of, interaction and happiness. Because they do get jealous. It's in dog terms. Yeah.
Yeah.
But we'd walk the street with our bull mastiff, and you'd see people, a little bit down the street, and they'd cross the road and get over the other side, and you'd go, really? If you knew this dog, But the problem over here in the Australian media is, as soon as there's a dog attack, it's a bull mastiff. It doesn't matter what it looks like; they're all bull mastiffs. Yeah.
Yeah, I'll be right with you. I'm trying to
No, you're good.
edit something here.
And that's the problem with pit bulls here. Like anytime somebody sees a pit bull here, it's like, oh God, it's going to bite me. And it's like, no, it's really not.
Yeah. And if anything, most of the pit bull aggression that comes out because they're not raised properly is actually at other dogs. That's where their problem is, not so much at people.
Yeah, Big J, I agree. Like nothing but pit bulls and raise them with your kids, never had a problem.
That's exactly right. Yeah. Part of the problem here in Australia is we have people that will breed what we call pig dogs. So they take them out pigging, because we have a lot of feral pigs running around, and they'll cross just about any big breed and anything else. So you end up with a Great Dane, Ridgeback, German Shepherd, Alsatian, Bull Mastiff, Mastiff cross, and they put the big collars on them, and they bring them up to attack pigs, and which if that's how you go hunting, whatever, that's fine. But then if you're living in a suburban block and you've got kids around, you've got dogs like that there, be responsible with them, because they're a weapon. They've been raised to be a weapon. They are a weapon. And some people just don't get that.
B&D Crafts, great seeing you, buddy. I'd love to let my Bailey run around and Carmen. Ever since you lose a dog to German Shepherd, I'm just scared to let little dogs run around like it. I'm sure they'd probably be fine together, but I'm scared to take the chance.
Yeah.
Yep, no.
Yeah. And on the other hand, a big problem I have is these parents that let their kids jump all over the dog and poke and prod the dog, and then all of a sudden the dog turns around and bites the kid, and it's the dog's fault. Why don't you as a parent not let your kid do that?
I get on to Luke. He's just loving them and playing with them, but I'm scared he'll do something to hurt the dog, and just out of instinct, if they do something, it ain't the dog's fault.
No, I mean, like you said,
and I tell them, I said, just be easy with her or stay away from her, because
I had a friend of mine that had a kid, and they used to let their kid jump all over a dog. Well, one day the dog got older and wasn't having it, and turned around and bit the kid's hand, and drew blood from his hand, and of course the dog got put down.
Yeah, they put the dog down, and
I got mad at him. I said, not for nothing, but did you ever try to stop your kid from doing that? Like, well, no, I just let him do whatever he wants. I said, well, it's your fault then.
Well, I mean, it's just like if kids keep poking at you certain days and everything, then you'll snap back at them and get on to them. You can imagine how a dog is. And plus, when they get older, they get sore spots or sensitive getting touched on and stuff.
Dogs don't know how to say stop like humans do.
Right.
All dogs know how to do is they'll give you like a little snarl as a warning.
Yeah.
And then next thing it's going to be is a snap.
Yep.
That's how they say stop.
We call it a piss off bite.
Yeah.
It is bad though with the dog, like say, and the dog don't mean to do it or anything, but they get put down for it and everything. And
you can only take being tormented for so long.
Yeah.
Like, we had regulations over here. My family used to race and train greyhounds, and we'd take our greyhounds out for a walk, and the regulation said they had to have a muzzle on because they were a dangerous dog. Well, far out, you'd never find a more placid dog than a greyhound. And
y'all see that video the other day, that pit bull though going down the road, and this horse and wagon was coming down there, and the pit bull attacked the horse.
Mm-hmm.
Man, it was trying to wear that horse out. It was one of those big horses, and the owner was trying to pull the dog off of him and everything, and he finally got behind that horse. Man, that horse sent that dog a flying. He back kicked him.
Yeah.
No.
But man, he was jumping up trying to grab that horse on its legs and everything.
What's that saying? Play a stupid game, win stupid prizes.
You read my mind.
But after that horse gave him that good kick, he finally got off of him. But the owner couldn't pull him away.
The dog was like, yeah, maybe that wasn't such a good idea.
They had to treat the horse for so many wounds and cuts and everything. Crazy.
I still remember when I was a young kid, and we'd have there was a greyhound racing track town north of us, and if we if we had 4 or 5 dogs, we'd put the trailer on and they'd be in there. But if we only had 1 or 2 dogs entered, Dad would just pull the back seat out of the car and put the dogs in there, and I'd sit out the front with Dad. You know, we'd only get just out of town, and I'd be going, oh, nah. I'd take the seatbelt off, and I'd climb in the back and lay down with the dogs. So we'd travel up, and I'm laying down there with these racing greyhounds, cuddled in, and they were kissing and licking, and Dad would be driving along going, bloody hell, get out of there. They're not pets. They're racing dogs. Leave them alone.
You know, Bomber, years ago when I was going down Florida, it's been 30 years ago, we used to go to the dog track and they'd run those greyhounds. And
yeah,
I checked in 2 or 3 times going down there about adopting one of them. I always wanted a greyhound.
Mate, they're a beautiful dog. Yeah,
they seem awful gentle, but
they're incredible.
Yeah.
And the greyhound adoption program they temperament test them, and they'll let you know that this one's okay for animals, this one hates cats, this one, is not good with kids. So, based on your own circumstance, you can get them, and But a greyhound, from the moment it's born to the moment it's gone, is with humans. It's constantly handled and walked and trained, and so it's used to being around people all the time.
They're finally closing those tracks down there. They closed the one in Panama. I don't know if they still got the one right there in Alabama, Farlow. We used to drive over from Pensacola to Alabama there and go to the dog races.
Yeah, I don't know. I ain't never been.
Oh, it's a great night. Going to the dog race? Well, we call them the dish lickers. Go and see the dish lickers.
Yeah, I enjoyed it. All the different dogs and beautiful dogs, man.
Well, the benefit of betting on dogs is there isn't a human on their back pulling them back and making sure who wins.
They're out there running on their own.
Yeah. Well, you can make them slow down, but in certain ways. There's a few tricks to the trade. Loaf of bread.
Sure, something you have to do before you turn them loose and everything.
A big loaf of bread, just before the race, tends to slow them down a bit.
Yeah,
but most ethical, and most of the trainers are ethical, and it's basically a put them in and see who's the best.
Yeah, it was always fun. Like I say, I know. They didn't. Well, you never know behind doors or anything, but a lot of people complained about the crates they keep in. But those dogs wants to be in those small crates and everything. But you don't know how they're being treated behind doors and everything.
It's the same as anything. It's the 5% of guys that do the wrong thing and don't raise that ruin it for everybody. Yeah,
but it used to be a good experience when you're on vacation, go down there and hang out. And I didn't get rich at it, but I did pretty good at it when I was down there and everything. It was a lot of fun.
I used to, I spent a lot of time around dog tracks, and I'd be, when I was 11, 12 years old, as soon as I'd get to the track, Dad would go off and get the dogs in, and I'd go get the form guide, and I'd be there looking at the dogs as they come out, and then I'd head down to the betting rink, and I'd stand near the window, and I'd wait for a nice little old lady to come along and put my bet on for me. And there was always someone, nice little old lady. Actually, I remember one night this lady, she bet on every race, and she put all my bets on for me, which was really cool.
GRB is best to be live at Greyhound. Back the last one that takes a crap. He's lightest and the fastest usually.
And as I said, I was 11, 12 years old, and sometimes I'd leave the track and I'd have 100, 150 bucks in my pocket, and it was, and other days, I left with nothing. It's just sometimes you pick them and sometimes you don't.
It was a lot of fun, though.
Yeah, but look, Terry, if you're ever looking for a dog and there's a greyhound adoption program, look into it, because you'd go a long way before you find a better dog.
Yeah, I always wanted greyhound, and
and they're short-haired dogs. They don't shed much, so they're a really good indoor dog.
Yeah.
They're probably one of the best big indoor dogs for
I think what kept us from getting it at the time, we had a stray husky came up here and got to hanging out, and we went. It just took home here and everything. And after that, we put it on the back shelf on the Greyhound, so we never did do it. But I was definitely wanting one of them.
Yeah.
And I like the miniature Greyhounds too.
Yeah, the Whippets and the Italian Greyhounds, they're really cool. The only problem with the Whippet is it looks like it's got a fright all the time. They shake so much.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. All right, gentlemen. I'm getting to a point. I've got to make sure my lad's in bed, and I think it's coffee time. Go to bed and get ready for a restful day at work tomorrow.
All right.
Appreciate you coming in, Bomber. Always great seeing you, buddy.
Always a pleasure to catch up with our mates.
Like I say, we really enjoy you being up here with us and everything. And
I'll have to try and jump into one of your nighttime ones, so I'll get my blue tongue lizard out of the enclosure and bring him up on the screen.
Cool.
Yeah, Tuesday night, tomorrow night, I'll be on at 8:00. So
I'll work. I've got there's a website I've got it bookmarked, and I've got a little slider so I can slide the time and see what time it is here.
You're always welcome to come up on panel and hang out with us.
Cool.
Really enjoy you, man.
Awesome. Yeah, we're actually going to have a live soon once we work out our move out date and when we're moving into the house. So we'll keep an eye out for that. And then it's starting to look like a house now. It's good.
Yeah, that's good. But tell Sweeney I said hello.
Certainly will.
All right, buddy. Take care.
All right, guys. Take care of yourself. Love you all.
See you, Steve.
Tammy, how you doing?
Morning, Tammy.
Appreciate you. Brooklyn, I'm gonna make some videos on the fat guy with a weed eater next.
I put out a video Saturday on how to get eggs from an African cichlid.
Hey, I ain't got to say that. I seen it pop up saying you made that, and I need to go watch that.
Yeah, it's pretty.
Not as hard as you think.
Nope.
I got to see that. Yeah, I was outside, I think, when that popped up, and I forgot all about it. Got to check that out.
Yeah, I had a few people asking me to do a video on that, and I finally had one that was ready to be stripped, so I went ahead and did it.
Awesome, man. 15 people in the room. Where's Butcher? I'm going to run my members right quick, buddy. And when I get back, I might, if you don't mind, get me a cup of coffee after I run these.
That's fine.
I guess I could go do it while it's running. I'll be right back, buddy.
All right. Yeah, it's pretty simple, Mike. I mean, you just got to be gentle and use something soft, but that has enough, force on it to be able to open their mouth. Like I find the plastic pipette that I use, I find that the easiest. And depending on if you want to put the eggs in a tumbler, or if you want to just wait for free swimming fried, you can either wait 17 to 21 days, or at least wait a few days after they breed in order to strip the eggs and put them in a tumbler. It's all depends on what you want to do. No problem, Brooklyn. Appreciate the pineapple. All right, Steph. Appreciate you coming in. Have a good day and be safe.
All right, y'all. I forgot to tell y'all when I was going after my coffee intermission, get out and go get you a snack, y'all. Go get you a popcorn.
Mm-hmm.
Join the fat man. Grab a couple candy bars. Grab one for me. Tease fish tank.
Yeah, Mike. It's more of a pain in the butt to catch the fish, than it is to actually get the eggs from them.
I can imagine. I want to see that.
I didn't film myself trying to catch the fish. I mean, because they're, why? But I was pretty happy with that video.
GRB snacks and getting down to George Thurgood. Oh, till you stand.
Snacks and George Thorogood. Nothing wrong with that.
Dang,
Yeah, matter of fact, this is what I use to open her mouth right here. Just something little. It's like soft plastic. It's sturdy enough to be able to, like, when you, like, this is her mouth, like, just be able to pry her bottom lip down, and the eggs will just start flowing out.
So they'll just automatically start coming out, huh?
And then just massage her throat when it gets towards the end. Just massage her throat, and anything left in there, any eggs that are being stubborn and not wanting to come out will come out.
It's crazy.
It's really easy. It takes like literally maybe a minute, not even. Like I said, it takes longer to catch the fish and get it out of the tank than it does to actually do it.
If I'm not mistaken, something like I've heard about, I don't know if it's which catfish it is, but it's some catfish out there what carries the eggs in their mouth. I've always heard.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I don't know which one it is or anything, or
Yeah, I don't know.
how many different ones it was, but I've heard that years ago. Brooklyn, I'll be at your channel later. Yeah, check it out, Brooklyn.
I appreciate it.
Everybody make sure you got Mr. Furlough. Help each other out. Make sure you got everybody, y'all. I'm at I think 1756 now, 44 from 1800. It's a steep climb to 2K, man.
Steep climb to 1K.
Yeah, Big J still with us. Yeah, steep climb to 1K. It's a steep climb period anymore, man. It's they've really made it hard to get up there anymore.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I'm the same way, Mike. I don't eat much in the morning. It upsets my stomach to eat food in the morning.
Dude making video of fat man with weed whip when you're recording me. It's no telling what video you'll get if I keep going out there in the yard the way my knee and crap is. It's always something, man.
Mm-hmm. Always.
And that's something I definitely can't afford to go to the doctor for, man. The insurance, like I say, it's that knee. Those type doctors, they get expensive quick, man.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, anything orthopedic?
Just have to limp around. Last year it was my right knee where I blew it out at work, and it got better wearing that brace. I wish that brace was could work on either leg, but it can't. You know that brace though they charge. It was $1,000 for that brace I had, and no way I could afford to go out and get one for this leg. It shows you what they're popping to these insurance companies.
Oh yeah.
Cuckoo catfish lay their eggs with cichlids, so cichlids' mom will incubate them. Catfish eats the baby cichlids' tricky moves.
Yeah, it's a vicious cycle.
Hey, I'm going to get that one, my fish tank, and the hot dog jumping in the bun. Yeah, I've already been looking for that one, and I remember going to the movies and they'd have it jump through a ring too. I used to love those commercials at the intermission. I got a few more put together. I love my It's Showtime. Showtime. We're going to do some neat things when I get my green screen hung. My mind's all time rolling, man.
The wheels turning.
Bag red catfish is off sale. A mouth bruiser. What Google says. I know I've heard it. I just didn't know which ones. Mike wish could go doctor, get knees, legs, arms, and everything. Yeah, I need a what was it, the $6 million man
Yeah. Right.
makeover. Man, think what that'd be these days. That show it would be $6 million. That wouldn't even start you.
Mm-hmm.
I need the whole works, man. Dr. Frankenstein couldn't straighten me out. Got to deal the cards we got.
Unfortunately.
Play the card that was dealt, or however it goes. Yeah, $2.1 billion man.
Yeah.
That'd be about it, JRB.
Watching my cichlids, they're pissing off the pleco in there. He keeps chasing them all off.
I'm just happy to be feeling better, man. I tell you,
I'm glad you're feeling better too.
knock on wood, but
Mm-hmm.
I was talking about that again yesterday to my coach plays and everything. It's lately, man, it's been awesome. Feels good to be able to feel like getting out and doing stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Probably raise my knees like it is because I ain't been able to do nothing so long. And that's no fun, man. When I went to Florida the last time when my right knee messed up, it's hard enough walking on that sand, but if you got a bad knee and stuff, trying to walk on it down there. I found sea catfish carriers their young in their mouth. Had to look it up, Tammy. Yeah, like I say, I've just about got a bottle of water drunk this morning, so I'm trying to at least drink one or two a day. That's a lot of water for catfish.
Mm-hmm.
$1 million in 1975 would be 4.9 million today. Yeah, it blows me away if you look back in the 70s when Elvis died, and he had a ton of money back in, but if you look at it these days, what he was worth when he died, he wasn't worth that much money anymore.
Mm-hmm.
Money went a lot further back in. I just get blown away. I love watching now Elvis, man. He'd just pull over and he'd give away 15, 16 Cadillacs at one time, man. And he'd pull in the parking lot. He seen a woman and her daughter out looking at him one day in the parking lot, and he had them to pull over, and he got out and asked the girl which one she liked, and he just had them to write it up. It's amazing reading that stuff. And how many people could afford to do that these days, but you never hear of them doing it. They could really afford it these days, what all these people's making. Fish oil capsules will help your joint. Yeah, I used to take fish oil years ago. Yeah, Google's an amazing thing, but it's Google's about ruined any of these radio shows and stuff, giving away stuff. It's who can Google the fastest and get the answer typed in.
Yeah.
Furlough still yawning.
Uh-huh.
Got 11 people in the room, y'all.
I'm going to go ahead and hop down. I got to get myself some breakfast and get ready for work.
Reminds me, don't seem to see. I'd like to hang in a little bit longer, but I need somebody on the panel with me. Catfish getting where you can't do it by yourself. I'm getting spoiled. Furlough need to call out. Rocco.
What's up, Rocco?
Great seeing you. But no, I appreciate you, Furlough, coming in and hanging out with me.
Oh, of course.
I should go grab grab me a couple baits out of the freezer and run down to the water for a little while. And again, I should go in there and make me some sausages and eggs and lay down.
So you could always go fishing and continue your stream there.
Yeah. I got to figure something out about my phone, man. I wish I could find a place around here to do the battery. I hate seeing my phone off for a week and be without a phone for a week. But I need a new battery before I go to Florida or a new phone. Because it just, man, if I turn YouTube on, it'll be completely run down in 30 minutes.
But all right, Terry, I'm going to go ahead and hop down there.
I appreciate you, buddy. Thanks for coming up.
All right. I will see you later.
Have a safe day, man.
All right. You too.
All right.
Later, everybody.
Appreciate you. Hee-haw! Mr. Furlow. Everybody make sure you got Mr. Furlow, y'all. I thought maybe we'd have Butcher back in here this morning. I think I forgot to stir my coffee, too, when I went and got it. Jeffrey Watts, buddy. Hee-haw! It's great to have Morocco in here. Y'all, right now, let's do if everybody let me know who's in here, let's do a shout out for everybody who's in here. Let us know where you're from, and we'll do a roll call and shout you out. We haven't done that in a while. I'm going to start with Furlow, who just left. He's from the Panhandles of Florida, y'all. Hee-haw! Catfish Terry, Nashville, Tennessee. Hee-haw! Oh, shucks. Thanks, Terry. Brooklyn Chick from New York City, y'all. Hee-haw! Tees Fish Tank, Minnesota. Awesome tees. Tammy's in Missouri. Hee-haw! Tamara. I hope I'm saying it right. Rocco's the great state of Texas. Hee-haw! Mike's Aquatics in Kansas. Appreciate you, Mike. Hee-haw! Jeffrey's having my breakfast of champion coffee and smokes. GRB in Western Australia. Hee-haw! I said it right, Tamara. Jeffrey's, Texas. Hee-haw! Only thing I think about Texas when I hear Texas, man, I see those shows with all the dang rattlesnakes they got in Texas. Stephanie, I don't know if Stephanie's still with us, but she's up in Maine, y'all. Hee-haw! Carver family was in here for a second. TFM shirt. Yeah, everybody make sure you got Brooklyn Chick, y'all. It's great been having Brooklyn come in and hang out with us. My fish tanks, Woodstock, Illinois. Hee-haw! Appreciate it, my fish tank. Give you a few minutes. All right. Oh, I know. I know all about the autocorrect and all that crap. Man, I'll post stuff in streams and I'll see it and I'll have to rush and delete it. It don't never put what I'm trying to type or think I'm putting in there anyways. $14 people in the room, y'all. I don't have school this week, so that's the reason I'm still around. Yeah, I'm not a great speller, that's for sure, but I think I can outspell that autocorrect, to be honest with you. They do, Tammy. It's mind of their own. And I believe that myth about Apple makes your battery start draining after so long, too. I've heard that, and I believe it, man. My batteries just will not. It'll say full charge, but it won't last long. Yeah, that's what I've heard them say, and I'm starting to believe it. Like I say, I checked on here. They say I can send the phone off and they'll put a new battery in for $50. They said it takes about a week to get your phone back. That's right, Mark. I'm not the best speller, but I believe I can beat the phone. Like I say, I'll look in some of these streams and see something I put up there, and it embarrasses me, man. I have to go back and change it right quick. Brianne, great having you. Yeah, I appreciate all my great members. I got my cat flatheads and blue cats strolling up here. But appreciate all my great members. We're back up to 41 members, y'all. I appreciate every one of you. First battery would not hold charge, then went left to go flat and never restart. That's what I worry about. I really can't afford another phone right now, so but I definitely need another battery if they'll do it for $50. I tell you, next phone I get though, I want one I can put on a charging dock because I go through more cords. Seems like a cord don't last about a month. Leaving in 30 minutes, just came to hit the light. Appreciate you, Brianne. Oh, I was asking Furlough about it if anybody knows, but why all my fish are hanging to the left side for some reason. Anybody know any reason of that or? Some reason they're going over the far left of the tank and hanging out. Could it be letting too much flow out of the sponge filters or? Yeah, they're going over to the left side. I have got that right sponge filter cranking pretty good. I didn't know if it could have something to do with it. It's facing south, the left is. Yeah, I don't know why they're doing it, Brooklyn. They've been doing it like a couple days. They're just over there looking out the side of the tank like. Could be the current or the lighting in the room. Now the light is over to the right up here. Well, it's against that other rack, and I was just wondering if they think that other rack, all the stuff's in that rack and stuff, maybe makes them think they're hanging out by structure over there or something. I mean, I can throw food in there and they'll swim all over the tank to get the food, but other than that, they're just all over there against the left side. Got 14 people in the room, y'all. Yeah, maybe they're wanting to go south, Tammy. 3G. Hee-haw! Appreciate you coming in. Oh man, I'm trying to decide what to do today. I'd almost go throw me a line in the water. Got more yard work needs to be done. Gonna get up in the 80s today though. Could go take a nap and go fishing this evening. I don't know. Yeah, Jeffrey, that might be what it is. They might like that lower current. Tease, buddy, how you doing?
Hey Terry, how are you?
Appreciate you coming up, man. I'm doing good, I guess. You doing all right?
Good.
Awesome, buddy.
Sorry, first time using this. I'm not sure how this is gonna work.
Oh, you're good, man.
Oh, I've got a major delay here or something. Sorry, first time.
Yeah, it's the only thing about the StreamYard. You have to delete your YouTube. Mute your YouTube and to keep from getting a back feed.
Okay.
Only thing, it's a full moon, GRB. Those fish, catfish, are a little finicky on those full moons now.
All right.
Is that got it? Sounds like it.
Must have been.
Yeah.
All right.
Appreciate you, buddy.
Not a problem. Glad to be here. Hello, everybody.
I've got so used to these panel streams. I used to stream all the time by myself. I've got so used to the panel now. When nobody's up here, I start getting not nervous, but I mean, it makes it a lot easier. I can watch my board a lot better when I get somebody up here hanging with me, seems like.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry I'm not down in my fish room this morning. This is the our office, home office area where the wife's got the computer set up for her schooling and stuff. So
No, you're good, buddy.
I just figured I'd pop in real quick and see if I just got all this set up. So I wanted to see how I can get into other live streams and stuff like that. So I do appreciate you letting me in here, Terry.
No, it works good, bud.
Good deal.
Start coming up more often.
Yeah, I can do that. I got an area set up. I'm not sure how well my internet service is going to be to go from down in the basement where my fish room is.
Yeah.
I may have to try that some other time and see if it'll come in. I did do a live stream from down there a week or so ago, just a test stream, and it seemed to work okay. But if I do it, it's going to be more like you. I'm going to have to probably do it early in the morning because come after son starts getting on his games and everybody's using all the internet service, it slows way down. But
yeah, I can understand that, man. I hate stupid people. Yeah, when you start getting everybody on it and everything, it can. The basement might affect it a little bit. I don't know. You have a laptop?
Yeah.
You just probably can unplug your laptop and take it down there and try it out.
That's what I did last time. I mean, it's all wireless. I mean, I had one laptop on there and streams on there.
You was cutting out a little bit there.
Oh, okay.
But it's aggravating when it's I got certain places here, man. If I move around certain places, the signal gets awful for some reason. I don't understand it, but it does pretty good in here. Full moon, yeah, full moons. Normally, I've caught a lot of fish, bass and stuff on full moons, but it tends to seem like catfish don't do as good on full moon. I don't understand it.
I think catfish are more used to kind of moving around in the dark anyway, so I'm wondering if the moonlight is maybe a little too bright for them.
You
They have
know,
better luck feeding in the dark.
that's what I always thought about. Is they like the dark better.
The moonlight makes it easier for the fishermen, but not as easy for the fish.
Yeah, and so that might have a lot to do with it. They can't sneak up on the bait fish like they can
Yeah,
in
in
the dark and
personal
everything.
experience. Sorry, Terry.
No,
In my
you're good.
personal experience up here, catfishing, you always have better catfishing at night.
Yeah, I've
I
had
mean,
most of
you
my
know,
luck at nighttime. I mean, I catch some good ones in the day, but I've always liked fishing right after sundown and about another time right around 10, 11 o'clock at night. It's always been a good time.
yep. Yeah, I'm gonna have to get out and do some catfishing again this year. I haven't been out fishing in a couple years, but I do like sitting on the riverbank and catching some catfish once in a while.
Yeah, this past year, man, I ain't been able to get out there, and I miss it. And, I went back in October one night and caught one like 16 pounds, and after that, I ain't been back really. I went out and caught some bait, but health wise, I just hadn't been up to it to go. But I'm wanting to get back out there.
Yeah,
GRB, no, you're good.
I got kind of burned out on fishing. As a kid, my parents went fishing all the time, so every week we were sitting in the boat on the lake. In the winter, we were sitting on the ice in the ice house. So
Really?
I think mentally in my mind, as soon as I realized I was going to be old enough to not have to do that stuff, I wasn't going to do it anymore. But I did end up, I did do, my father passed away. I had his fishing boat for a while and used that and stuff. But I still like my catfishing. I still like to go do that once in a while. But just the days of out sitting in the middle of a lake all day getting sunburned aren't for me anymore.
Yeah, you can get burnt out on it. That's like little Luke. I mentioned taking him fishing, and he don't want to go, and he has to get in his own mood to go, though.
Yeah.
But too much if you get a kid out, and especially they never forget those hot days and out there. If the fish are hitting and everything, that's pretty good. And they'll get into it, but those hot days sitting around and anymore, man, just they'd rather be here on their games. We didn't have all
Yeah.
that back when I was growing up and stuff.
And fish on their PlayStation, no.
Yeah, but I'd like for them to get into it and hang out and everything. Especially his dad got him his lifetime license, so he'll always have license and stuff. So you
You'll never be
gamble
able
when
to use
you
that
go
for an
get
excuse.
them. Yeah, right. You gamble when you buy them, which you can get a good deal when they're young, but whether they'll grow up to ever use them or not, you never know.
I've thought about doing that up here, but I'm like 50 years old. I'll just keep paying.
It's expensive now to do it. If you get, the kids, I think he got his for $200 when he was young, so that's going to really pay off over the years. But if you go get one at your age right now, you're probably talking $1,500 or $2,000 for it. And I wish they
Yeah, I
had
don't.
that going on when my kids was young, where I could have got theirs like that. Fishing, rock hunting. Yeah, it was video game when I was younger. Yeah, and I was out playing ball all the time and everything. And like I say, I fished all my life. My parents, they'd take me out fishing and stuff. I always enjoyed it. Fishing and hunting. You know, we got one GRB. It's under the sofa in here. Probably ain't been ran twice. The vibrating football game. Get the teams, paint them up. Yeah. Yeah, I remember them growing up, getting them, and like I say, we still got one here somewhere. See, T, you're in Illinois, no, or Texas. Where are you located at?
Me, I'm up in Minnesota.
Oh, Minnesota. See, man,
Yes.
my mind, I see it. It's hard to remember where everybody's from and everything.
I've got relatives all around the country. I do have a sister down in Texas and some other relatives down in Texas and stuff too. But
So
yeah, I'm up here in Minnesota.
So your parents did a lot of ice fishing, huh?
Yep. Yeah. Which, when you're a kid, ain't so bad. I mean, if it's the parents would go out and clear off a big area so you could ice skate and stuff like that. And some people would have snowmobiles and stuff like that out there. But go out there and spend the whole day out there. You're eating grilled cheese off a little wood stove that's in the fish house and, and that kinds of stuff. But you get burned out on it kind of. So, but it was a lot of fun. I mean, it was a good quality time with my parents and my sister and stuff like that.
Yeah, when you grow older, you think about it, how fun it was and everything. But these fish houses they got these days, man, are like having tiny houses out there.
Satellite television and electricity and all that kinds of stuff it's crazy.
It's crazy anymore.
They've got some up here in Minnesota up on Mille Lacs. Quite a few years ago, I went and stayed in one. It was actually like a two. You're fishing and eating and kitchen and all that are down below, and then there was like bunks up above, and each hole had a different sensor sound for its line. So you could be up sleeping, and if a certain sound went off, you'd know that was Steve or Charlie's or whoever's line. So you wouldn't even have to get out of bed. They'd have to go get their fish and then they'd climb back into bed. But yeah, I was like, that's not even fishing now. Come on, that's like catching fish out your hotel window.
That's crazy, man.
Fun.
I've seen some of it on TV, and I'm sure some of those things get pretty expensive too.
Yeah, this one was something that was a corporate thing that somebody had paid for, and some other people had backed out. So they, yeah, okay. So that didn't cost me anything, but yeah, I know it can get pretty expensive, I'm sure.
That ice must be pretty thick out there, man.
Yeah, I'm not a big fan of going on the ice. I never really was.
I'd be a nervous wreck out there on the ice. And
oh yeah, it gets a couple feet thick up here, but there's people that say, oh, when it gets to 11, 12 inches, you can drive your car out there. Not me. When there's 2 feet of ice and I not semis, but I see trucks and plows and all that kind of stuff out on there, then I'll drive out on the lake. But
it's crazy.
No, until I see cars out there, I won't even walk on the ice.
Wisconsin, I miss it. Yeah, I just can't picture it, being that thick and everything. But I see videos of it and everything, and we used to have our lakes freeze over down here some and everything, but it never get that thick or anything. They had we got a little park up here that froze over this year, and kids was out there ice skating, playing hockey on it and stuff, and they ran them off of it because they said it was so dangerous that it could break and everything. It wasn't that thick and everything.
Yeah. We get that every year up here. There's always people that are testing it in the beginning of the year and late in the year. You hear about cars going through and people falling through, and so
Yeah, I watch that Wardens or something, that video, and I seen one time, man, there was one of their shows. It was a couple those snowmobiles was under the water where they fell through and everything, and they didn't recover those bodies till I think spring and everything in there. That's crazy.
yeah, yeah. And I mean, unfortunately, they passed away. But even in incident, if you have a vehicle that goes through the ice, you have to pay to have it removed. You have to pay for all the chemical spills and EPA fines and charges. And I mean, your car goes
Really?
through. You're looking, yeah,
Wow.
expensive. From what I understand, you're looking at anywhere from like $5,000 to $12,000 if your
Wow.
car goes through the ice. Not to mention the fact you're out your vehicle. So, yeah,
Man, that'd be rough. And it probably happens a lot more than you think it does, too.
yeah, yeah. I'm sure there's a few of them that go through right at the edge of the lake that are able to get back out or have like that don't get reported, and that kinds of stuff. Not to mention how many snowmobiles are probably through the ice somewhere that never got reported because they were
There's
out
no
drinking
telling
or
how
whatever.
many snowmobiles are out there. Man, it'd be rough, though. And like Sneed, not on top of losing your vehicle, too.
Yeah,
Better have good insurance.
if they'll cover it.
Yeah, if
Drive
they'll
it.
cover it.
Driving into a frozen lake might not be on most people's insurance policies.
Yeah, it might not be.
There's like that one commercial or something, kind of what I think was a meme or something about calling the insurance guy and asking if your car's protected if you hit something, and the guy says, "Yeah, what did you hit?" He said, "A walleye." So yeah, he was in the lake.
It'd be rough. Nah, I'm not driving on no ice. You ain't got to worry about me. It's just like down here. We've been having these floodings a few years, and people still trying to drive across this high water and stuff, and been several people losing their lives and everything. They just don't get it, man. You see it on the news all the time. They still try driving through it.
Yeah, I just don't understand the power of just a couple inches of water.
Yeah, and those tires afloat, man. And it's bad. My friend posts a video every year of some person that pushed it into the season and car fell through. Yeah, I guess they're wanting to get those last fishing trips in and everything.
He used to set up semi trailers on the ice, like bait stores sold coffee and beer too. Yeah,
That's crazy.
I know they do that when they have the big fishing tournaments up here. It's an entire city out on the ice. I mean, they'll go out and drill 1,500, 2,000 holes, and then people come out and stand there on the ice fishing all day, and they've got vendors and coffee and food and stuff all over their food.
Have
That's a
y'all
pretty big deal.
has y'all's climate changed any, or is it still?
I don't know. I mean, we still get hot days, and so I don't. It doesn't seem like it's changed much up here for us.
So you can still pretty count on it and everything freezing and everything. Here,
Yeah.
climate's changed a lot in Tennessee, man. We're a lot milder than we used to be. And I didn't know if up y'all's way it's changing like that or not.
I suppose it's probably a little bit milder, but in the overall, I mean, if you know, average. But like this year, we had a cold snap where we were, I think, 10 or 15 below zero for like almost 2 weeks straight,
Really?
or more, and that's not even adding in the wind chill. You added in the wind like 40 to 50 below for almost 2 weeks.
Wow.
That was when just before the rest of the country had their really bad cold snap, where you guys got it all down there in Texas and all that kinds of stuff. But we had it about 2 weeks before that, where we were almost 2 weeks sub-zero the whole time. But
yeah, y'all got to have good insulation and
no, really expensive electric bills.
Yeah, your electric bills, man.
House is all electric, so I don't have any propane
really?
or natural
You're
gas.
all electric?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's got to eat you up, man.
Trying to keep a fish room at 75 degrees when it's 14 below out in the basement's kind of tough too.
Yeah, I can imagine, man. That's crazy. I figured most of everybody up north probably ran wood burners and all of that. And you don't have a lot of power outages or anything?
Not really too bad. I mean, we do, but I think it's just our system is set up because it's something that's always happens. So if power goes out somewhere, they can divert power from somewhere else pretty quick, flicker and stuff like that. But this year we didn't have any issue with that. I do have a little gas generator that I can use if I need to, but I didn't have to use it at all this year. It might go out for a minute to 10 minutes, and that's about it.
Yeah.
Last time we had it go out for a while, it was out for probably an hour, and we had a car go off the road on the highway over here and took out a power pole and a transformer and stuff like that. So
yeah. Oh, man. Yeah, I can't take the cold like I used to, man. I don't see how y'all take that kind of weather.
Yeah, winter isn't my thing anymore either, really. We're on Christmas, but that's about
I guess
it.
that's the only thing you know, though, when you're born and raised up like that and everything. But
well, I'm kind of like you and with the animals thing. Up here, anything is going to be big enough for you to see. Because if it's that small, it's going to die in the cold.
yeah,
We don't have rattlesnakes. We don't have scorpions. We don't none of that kinds of stuff that's going to bite you and kill you. If it is, it's going to be a black bear or something, and you're going to see it.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's a good thing you ain't got to deal with the snakes and everything. Waiting for some software. Hey, the guy just waiting now. Awesome. Tamara's got to go. Appreciate you, Tamara. Yeehaw! Thanks for hanging out with me this morning, y'all.
Bye, Tamara. Thanks.
Hey, Tease, I'm going to run my members again right quick, buddy.
Absolutely. Thank you.
All right. Tease, I never get to tell you to a lot of you to your face, but I appreciate your membership and everything, buddy.
Yeah, not a problem. It's a pleasure being able to come in here and listen to everybody chat and talk.
I I love it, man. I appreciate y'all. I appreciate all of y'all, and I can miss a day or two, and it's just, man, it feels like it's been months since I've been on here or anything.
Yeah, it's like got busy and doing stuff and never got really into any of the streams. And Mondays I don't work, so it's like, okay, Monday morning I'm gonna get up. I was a little late getting in, but I had to. Yeah, it's addictive. I had to come in and click in.
Oh, it does, man. It gets addicted, and you start getting on panels, you'll get addicted, and you start streaming, you'll get addicted to it. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. Well, yeah, and like I said, I can talk better than I can with autocorrect. And I was laughing when you were talking earlier about you type something in, you put it in, then you look up there and like, oh, gotta go back down and delete it. Yeah, me too. It's like I know most people will understand what I'm saying, but I just got to change it. And then usually I just don't bother wanting to type it back in again. But
well, I know at times people's got to be thinking, who in the heck is he saying hi to? Because I'll be typing in hi Susan or something, and it'll say hi Sally or something like that, and some weird names. And I panic when I look up there and see what I just typed and everything. And I have made a mistake before, especially when I'm streaming on my in somebody's stream on my phone. If my son or somebody will text me and I'll get texting them back, then I get to look and I wasn't texting them, I was typing it in on the stream and everything while I was talking to my son about it.
That would be good. Sorry about that. I had a little visitor come in.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Animals are supposed to help with streams and TV, right? So here we go, guys.
That's right. Bailey used to get up on my streams all the time.
This is Josie. This is our new little puppy. But
awesome.
Okay, you can get back down and play now.
What kind is that?
French Bulldog.
French Bulldog, yeah.
Yeah.
We've got
we've got an English Bulldog, Josie the French Bulldog, and then I've got a miniature Australian Shepherd, Stella.
Awesome.
I'm not sure, she's downstairs somewhere, and then a couple cats.
They get along with the cats?
Oh yeah, they all get along great. They play and everything all together. GRB, yeah, it's a French little female.
Yeah, it's awesome.
She's going on 4.5 months. So she's fun.
Yeah, it's neat.
Between that and the grandson and the fish tanks and all the other animals, and yeah, we get our hands full.
How many tanks you got, T?
Right now with water in them, I think like about 30.
Wow. Something
like that. I still got some room down there. I'm want to throw some more tanks up and maybe do like a entertainment center thing. There's another YouTuber, Palmer, set up like that where he had fish tanks around the side with his TV and stuff in the middle, and it's pretty cool. So
yeah,
that's kind of what I was going to turn my fish cave into, something like that. Put a couple more tanks up and then a TV up there so I can stream YouTube and all that kinds of stuff too. But
yeah, it'd be neat.
Yeah, like I said, I've got that many tanks with water in them, but there's I don't know, 4 or 5 that don't have any fish in them. I'm just and stuff. I'm going to start moving some of my baby plecos around and moving them down into the 40-gallon breeders and let them start growing out. Got a plan to do a breeding thing. I'm either going to try to do some rummy nose tetras or some cardinal tetras. I can get some of them to breed for me. But
it'd be good.
Right now, my big thing is shrimp. I'm going kind of crazy with the shrimp, but
that's something I want to do. I want to I got a little 5 gallon tank down here. I'm thinking about getting my guppies all in one tank and just maybe take that 5 gallon and do some shrimp in it.
Oh yeah,
You know,
5 gallon. You can get a pretty good little colony in a 5 gallon tank, no problem.
yeah, and I like watching the shrimp and everything. They're neat.
Yeah, just talk to some local shrimpers or something. Calls that way you might get a mix of color and stuff like that, and you're not just going out and buying a bunch of cherry shrimp or blue shrimp or something like that. Get
Yeah,
calls. Some of them might not have that good of coloring, but it might be a little bit mixed or stuff like that. You probably get them free if not. But
really. Yeah, it'd be neat just to have them. Like I say, I got ghost shrimp in my 37 gallon in there, and they told me when I got them they won't last, but dang, they've been in there since almost a year now.
oh yeah,
And I ain't got as many as I did have, but I'm still got some hanging out in there. It surprises me. Richard Glenn, great having you. Great seeing Richard.
yeah. I've got shrimp in just about all of my tanks. I mean, in my guppy tanks, my male guppy tanks. Um, they really do help with the cleanup crew type of a thing. Of course, with my plecos, I've got a pleco in just about every tank too because they're breeding and got babies all over. But
Can
they're
shrimp survive in with tetras, or will tetras eat them?
uh, they'll probably try to, and they may succeed on some of the smaller ones. Um, a few in my 75 gallon in the living room, some of my culls actually, but I have a puffer in there, and I know the puffer will eat them. So I kind of threw them in there for that reason. And that was a week and a half ago, but I just went in there and I've got I think 20 cardras, 20 rummy nose tetras, and a big black moor and stuff in there. And there were still a couple of them swimming around in there. They had plenty of room for cover and
Really?
stuff. But as far as I've got some in my little, I've got 3 male bettas. One of them, there's no shrimp in there. He's developed a liking for them, I think. So he's eating those. But the other two, the little 5 gallon tanks with my betta in it, and they're loaded with shrimp. They're having babies, and the betta.
It's just kind of experience deal, huh?
Yeah, it just kind of depends, I suppose. I mean, if I didn't feed them, then I suppose they would probably go after it more. But I have a tendency to overfeed my fish, which is why I have algae and snail problems on all of them. But
Yeah.
much like me, I tend to overfeed myself too. So
Yeah, I know that feeling.
no shortage of food in this house for the fish or the people.
Yeah, I understand that. But yeah, I love the shrimp, man. If they'd survive, I'd have them in every tank because I like watching them. But it'd be neat just to have a shrimp tank.
Yeah, just a shrimp only tank would be kind of neat. Yeah,
Yeah, but
that's kind of what.
I'm puzzled why these tetras are all hanging out to the left for some reason the last few days, and it might be that water current because lately that filter is running a little stronger than it was. They might not like it, but they're all just hanging to the left for some reason. I can throw food in there. They'll come out and swim all over the place till the food's gone. Then they'll go right back to the left of the tank. Rocco's got 2 shrimp tanks. Yeah, they're neat. I really like the shrimp. I didn't know till the other day that they can crawl out of a tank too, though. I didn't know that.
Had an issue of that they can think of. They do. You'd be surprised if you got them in a net or something like that. How much when they spring or they twitch, they can jump quite a ways. I mean, they can jump out of a net, no problem.
Really?
Out of the water, and they'll twitch or spasm or whatever they do, like they do under the water when they're trying to get away. They do that. There's a lot of power there. I mean, it can flip them several inches or a foot up out of the net.
Yeah.
I've done that and actually caught one in my hand before and then put it back in there. I've had one out of the net, but
I got to move in one of my 10-gallon tanks, and when I moved it in behind the tank, it was one laying out on the shelf, dried out and everything. Catfish mama. Hee-haw! Must be break time.
thank you for the link, Monster Fish Gal.
Yeah, Monster Fish Gal, appreciate you. I know YouTube's had it messed up sharing links again, so it's great seeing them. Been able to put them up.
Yeah, I just did a 55-gallon tank that I switched over, took these out of, and changed that over to just a shrimp-only tank. That's got a bunch of yellow shrimp in it. I mean, it is just loaded right now. Crazy.
Really?
There's got to be a couple hundred of them in there.
Oh,
And
really?
I started out, I didn't have any yellow 3 months ago.
Wow.
I bought a dozen of them from somebody, and they just went in the tank in the 20-gallon and took off and just exploded. So I put them all into a 55, and I still got probably, now in little tank that I didn't clear them all out of, they're still breeding in there, so I probably got another 70 to get out.
You got nothing but shrimp in a 55?
Yep, just shrimp. Well, I do have some of my baby plecos in there too, but otherwise it's just shrimp. Yeah, and I call it like my shrimp forest. Got some trees with some moss stuff on it. And
That's a big shrimp tank.
well, there's so many of them in there. It's neat because it's usually shrimp. You don't really see them unless you're looking for them.
Yeah,
But this here, there's so many of them in there, and with the trees that are up high and stuff, they're swimming between everything in the opening. They look around. There's just always shrimp moving around through the water. It is pretty cool. It's turning out pretty nice.
What's amazing about these ghost shrimps I got, you don't see them nowhere. So they'll be hid, and you can drop one of those little tablets in there, zucchini tablets or something, and man, they'll start coming out just as soon as you drop that tablet in. And those little things are strong too, man. They'll grab those tablets and start dragging it to the structure in the tank. It's fun.
Trying to hoard it away.
Yeah, it's fun to watch them do that. And they're strong. They'll pull that little tablet all the way to where they want to take it in there and hide it and everything. You should get with Third Coast Aquatic. He's got some sick shrimp too. Slick or sick. Yeah, I love the shrimp though.
Yeah, mine were all neocaridina, which is the easier ones to keep. But not too long ago, a local gentleman that has caridina shrimp that I was kind of stuff gave me some of his culls. I got, I think, 4 or 5 little. I think they were black something. I don't remember what they are, but I threw them in one of my neocaridina tanks, a little 10-gallon tank, and they're doing fine along with the other ones. So I might be one of the lucky few that have the right water parameters that it can fit both of them, match both of them. They've been in there for 3 weeks together now, and they're still doing. That's unfortunately, weird. I don't know. I might switch into doing some caridina shrimp, but more expense and more stuff and blah, blah, blah. Yeah. Y'all know how that goes.
Oh, yeah, no doubt. Shrimp, right. I didn't even know about the shrimp and stuff until I got hanging out with all of y'all and everything, and it's really neat seeing them and like I say, having them and everything. Back years ago when I used to have the fish tanks and everything, you never did see anything like shrimps or anything in tanks. Monster
Well,
Fish
there you
Cow,
go.
yeah. What's that, T?
I said I'm gonna probably have to get going here pretty soon. I gotta get out and get some stuff done around my house here today for a little
Buddy,
bit. But
yeah, I appreciate you coming up. I've been streaming 2.5 hours, so I'm probably going to shut it down too and get in here and do a few things and decide
well, I do
what all
appreciate
of
you. I do appreciate you having me on here for my first stream with somebody else. I do appreciate it very much.
come up anytime, buddy. And if you get a chance, make it tomorrow night at 8:00.
Okay.
I'd appreciate
Yeah, like I
it.
said, evenings are tough. We'll have to see how my internet's running then, and I can try.
Yeah.
I guess that'd probably be a good time to try it. But
Yeah, that time of night and everything.
yeah,
There's
so-
those two. Yeah, I was about to get off, but that's two you sliding in here. There's a slide off. But hey, buddy. But yeah, I appreciate you too. Thanks for coming up and hanging with me, buddy.
Not a problem. Nice to see you still in you. Have a good day. I got to get going. But hi to everybody in the chat. Bye to everybody in the chat. Good day. We'll see you all later. Thanks, Terry.
Appreciate you, man. Appreciate
Yep.
the
Take care.
membership too, buddy.
Yeah, not a problem. Have a good day.
All right.
Bye.
Steve, you slide off.
I just came in real quick, say what's up. I haven't been on in a few days. I haven't seen you. So
Yeah, I was talking about you this morning. Hadn't seen you around. I was wondering what you was up to.
been scheduled. You know, it starts getting work starts picking up. You got to jump on it.
Oh, yeah, you do. And I know your truck's been down. Have you got it fixed?
Yeah, I got it fixed. My brother helped me out. We did. I did most of the work. So
Well, that's good. Was it very expensive?
no, at the end of it was like 250, 300.
Yeah.
I must have fished down. What's up, Mr. Manifesto, GRB? What's up? What's up to everybody?
Yeah, we've had a good stream this morning. But yeah, I'm glad to hear from you, man. I ain't got to see Butcher like we normally do. I guess he's busy working too. I understand how, like I say, when you got it, you got to do it, man. Take advantage of it.
Yeah. You know, the winter season gets a little slow.
Yeah. I'm going to need you around, though, man. I'm fixing to get back out there fishing and everything, and I need you to watch my pose for me.
You know, I'm there.
But I almost went this morning, but I got my reels in the car. I'm about to start getting back out there. But I'm looking forward to it.
Pull out the skipjacks out the freezer.
Yeah, I got plenty of bait, and plus it's start getting time now to start using those bluegills too. So
I went out and did some night fishing Saturday.
did you?
Yeah, no, Friday. Pardon me, Friday. Yeah,
Doing good?
man, I caught one little bunker fish, and that was it. It wasn't that good. No one was catching anything that night.
Well, the way the weather's being up and down and everything, man, it messes with the fish and everything.
That was my mistake. I was so eager to get out there that I didn't check the weather.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I should. If I would have checked that it was getting colder the next day, I would not went out there that night.
Yeah, it can got a lot to do with the fish, man. It's like right now, it's a full moon now, and those catfish don't hit as good on a full moon. So,
Just catfish or all fish in particular?
nah, I'm pretty well catfish, man. I used to go out on a full moon, wear the smallmouth bass out and stuff. It's certain fish I look forward to the full moons, but for some reason I ain't had a lot of luck on catfish on full moons.
Yeah, because I've heard you say that before, and I meant to ask, but I've always been on the stream, and I type slow, so.
I used to get out on bass fishing, man, wouldn't hardly get a hit. And when that moon finally got up, we'd come in and eat a sandwich, something, go back out to the same hole, and they'd be wearing it out. There's old Beantown. Driving another dozer, destroying old buildings. Like a kid in a sandbox, Catfish.
Some people amaze me that have vehicles. Like, I'm double parked right here. There's so much.
Just froze up on me.
That's little. Oh, here I go.
All right.
Beantown jumping on.
All right, Beantown's here. You say you're double parked?
Yeah. That's
You
moving
froze
here.
up and didn't get to hear what you were saying.
Oh no, some person that can't get through. One
Oh,
little
really?
car. Yeah. I just laughed at him. You know what I need to do? When I'm out there, sometimes I see people that can't park. Take like 5 minutes to park a car. That's what I got to record on.
Yeah.
Jeffrey.
Yeah, he's having problems. This Monday was rough, so didn't want to get up. Hope you get done better. I hate Catfish. I'm living a 7-year-old self dream. This is fun. I can imagine, Butcher. There you are. We lost you, man.
That was me. I pressed the wrong button.
Oh, you hit the duck, huh?
Dump. So you got the week off of school?
Yeah, I got the week off. Don't know what to do, man.
Do you feel any dumber when you go back?
Huh?
Do you feel any dumber because you took a week off school?
Oh, I feel dumber all the time. After I can take a week off and get back in there, man. He done good. He gave me a good week last week. I was proud of him. He took it easy on me. But
Hi, Jenny Lynn.
What's that?
I said hi to Jenny Lynn coming in.
Oh, all right. Jenny Lynn, yeah, how you doing? But no, he done real good. I was proud of him, and I'm already missing him this week.
You know, I find that kids they want to do good. They just if they see that someone's interested in what they're doing, then they look forward to trying to do a great job.
They do, and I've learned something with them this past week. Big Hook. I'll take like 50 cents. I'll get some change, 50 cents or something. And after his math class, he's got like 30 minutes before science class starts, and he'll have like 4 pages of assignment to do. And I've been taking that 50 cents this past week, and I tell him, I bet you 50 cents you can't have this done before science class. In 15 minutes time, he would have it knocked out.
That's right.
He did that all week long, and that was worth $1.50 to me.
Well, if you ain't got 50 cents, you can always double dare him. That works just as well as 50 cents.
Double dares, yeah.
I dare you. I double dare you.
And I act like I really get upset when he wins my money, and I tell him, I said, tomorrow I'm going to win it back.
Yeah.
So all week he done good at it. He was smoking his assignments.
That's what's up, Terry. Yeah.
As long as he ain't watching this video and see the Catfish is moving.
You can't stream this one.
But you gotta motivate them, man. If they think they're pulling something over you, they love doing it.
Yeah.
So I told Carver when he had them Wednesday, I said, bet them some money. Because they want to prove you wrong if you dare them about something or
You know, that's one thing about kids that I do well with kids because I respect their intelligence. I don't talk to them like robots or anything like that. And you know, I see they're smart and I respect that. I should,
they're a lot smarter than you give them credit for. I promise you.
yeah, little kid, adults, we forget that we were that age once and what we knew. So
Some of the smartest stuff will come out of his mouth just out of the bloom that just blows me away that he's even got something like that in his head at his age and everything.
mhm.
But I'll be glad to have him back. I don't miss every morning being in school, but I'll be glad to have him back. But I did get out and work in the yard yesterday. That felt good and everything. And so, but I am going to get out and start doing a little bit of fishing too. Great having Big Hook in here, Manifesto. It's amazing what these little kids know.
Yeah, man.
I've been going too slow on the computer trying to get to one of his classes, and he'll smack my hand and knock it out of the way, and he'll pull it right on up.
When my 27-year-old, when she was 11 years old, she told me, she said, "Oh, what a tangled web we weave when the parents think the kids are naive." I'm like, whoa.
That blows you away, don't it?
Yeah. Like, oh, shoot. And I listened.
Yeah. Oh, I know. Believe me, they can learn you a lot, man. Believe me, at 63 years old, and it's just still a lot out there for me to learn.
I agree with that, Big Hook. I agree with that. I give my kids a lot of love and I play with them and everything, but to act like we're friends, no. Even now, my son, he's 30 years old, and I'm his father, not his friend. And we chill and everything every now and then, but still in all, I'm your father.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, no doubt.
I started a new tank yesterday.
Did you?
Yeah, I put a 5-gallon together. So it's gonna be a couple of weeks before I put anything in it.
What are you gonna put in it?
I'm not sure.
I was just talking to Tease about it. I'm thinking about getting my guppies out of which I could do it with a few guppies I got in it, but I'm thinking about turning that 5-gallon into a shrimp tank I got.
Couldn't you add some shrimp in there with them?
Yeah, shrimp does all right for me with the guppies, and
Or you want to make it just exclusively shrimp?
I thought about making it pretty well just shrimp. So I love the shrimp, man, watching them and everything. But I mean, you can have guppies with them. My ghost shrimp in there does good with the guppies. Put Jack Dempsey's in there. 5-gallon would be too small for Jack Dempsey's, wouldn't it?
How many can I have in a 5-gallon?
What?
Jack Dempsey's?
I didn't know you could put Jack Dempsey's in a 5-gallon.
Oh, yeah. I don't even know what a Jack Dempsey is. I'm just asking. Later on, I'll take a look at it.
I thought Jack Dempsey's got pretty big. Yeah, Rocco said none. Uh, Big Hook said 2.
Understood.
I figured 5 gallon, there'd be no way.
I was actually maybe thinking about putting in you know, 2 female betas in there if it was possible.
Yeah. Yeah, betas now would be good in a 5 gallon tank. You know, anything can live in a little glass at a pet store. A 5 gallon tank would feel like a big condo to
I love how they tell me I'm mistreating fish, and they have fish inside of a little cup.
them. Yeah, I know. I got three pea puffers in a 5 gallon Jeffrey said.
The girl in the fish store is looking at me like I'm about to do some blasphemy or something. What are you doing? You're not supposed to do that.
That's true, my fish tank. Neon Tetris would work good in small, yeah. Rocco, I have 1 pea puffer in a 10 gallon.
How many platies? Can I put a platy in there?
You probably could put some platies in there. I don't know. Everybody does things different, but I just can't see Jack Dempsey's in them. But I don't know. Everybody does different things.
And I misplaced one of my tools. I can't find.
Really, that ain't good.
Yeah, it's my drill too.
You didn't leave it on job, did you?
Last place I used it, I was at my brother's house, and he said he can't find it in there. I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't imagine someone took it out of my truck and just would take that and not take any other tool. So
Yeah, exactly. Oh no, that ain't good. We got 11 minutes before I hit the 3 hour mark. I'll probably end it at 3 hours this morning.
right.
And I've been having a lot of knee problems the last few days, man.
Ooh, Garamis. Yeah, GRB. Oh, yes.
Yeah, they're neat.
They are nice. They're small. I'm enjoying the small fish. Miniatures.
They got the dwarfs in them. Some of them get pretty good size too.
They call them nano fishes in the
Yeah, nano.
nano. I'm enjoying them.
But I tell you, man, I love these tetras and everything. I've got hooked on the tetra. I just got to figure out why they're all hanging at one side of the tank, because they're all hanging to the left. If they keep that up, I'm going to have to find me some right side fish.
What is the, do you have it like? Do you have anything in particular on the left side?
Now, just like
You have
say
one
that rack is over there. They're staring out towards the rack over there. But
I see there's more light to the left side as well.
yeah, it's I got thinking my filter's putting out more than it normally do, so I might need to dial it back a little bit. The water might be current might be a little bit too much for them or something. But the way they are right now, I can have a lot more fish if I can get me some fish that wants to hang out on the right side, because they're all over there. But I really enjoying the tetras up.
Bass juice.
Ember Tetras. Lord said. But I thought it would be neat to have just an all shrimp tank. I love the shrimp. They're fun to watch.
A cop passed by. He don't tell me nothing, but everyone else wants to complain.
Yeah, ain't that something?
Yeah. You know what I tell people? When they're complaining, I like, oh, now you're a police officer.
Yeah, really. Bass juice official.
Rocco said he's gonna throw. Rocco said he's gonna stream right after you.
Who is?
Rocco's gonna do a takeover stream.
Oh, Rocco is awesome. Rocco. Yeah, I'd like to tell you, I'm going to shut it off at 3 hours. It's been a good stream.
You had breakfast yet?
No, I'm probably going to go in there and I don't know if I had breakfast or might eat me some fish. I got some leftover Captain D's. I might just eat me some fish. Lemon Tetras. Hey, Rocco, lemon Tetras, the pictures I've seen, I really love the lemon Tetras. They look awesome in the picture. But I went down to my mom and pop's the other day. He had them in the tank. And they was young, I guess, but they didn't have no color to them. They didn't look nothing like the pictures I've seen. Yeah, rice fish would be good probably for a 5-gallon tank. Cristela Tetras. I'd have to see some there.
Well, whatever I get has to be colorful because I do have a girly girl in the house.
I tell you, if you ever start getting you some of these Tetras, though, you'll fall in love with them, man. And I got me some tiger barbs too. I'm liking them.
I started the tank with what is it? Green fire tetras.
What kind?
The green fire tetras.
Yeah, green fire. I haven't seen that.
They just have they have a green line to it. That's all.
It depends on a lot of food they eat and water parameters.
All right, this time I got to move
the cooler. All right, buddy. Appreciate it.
If I lose signal, man, I'll go in the chat and say goodbye to everybody.
All right. Yeah, I didn't know, Rocco. They didn't look nothing like the pictures, but I love the pictures I've seen of the lemon Tetras. But y'all, I got about 4.5 minutes. Rocco's going to start a stream. If everybody want to go hang out with Rocco, but it's been an awesome stream for me. I'm going to shut it off at 3 hours. Jeffrey, I'm about to get out and do some fishing, buddy. Maybe you can come hang out with me. Chili raspberry. Is that how you pronounce it? Lemons are so pretty, lots of flavor. Maybe I need to get some of them, and maybe they'll get some color to them. Because I love what I've seen in the pictures and everything. I asked him about it, and he said they was because they was real young. I didn't know. He's got some of the bleeding hearts too. I want some of them, but and the candy canes. I like the candy canes. See, he's here for 4 minutes. But y'all, I appreciate everybody who's hung out with me this morning for coffee and everything. Been another great stream. Had Furlough in here up here with us. Tease, Fish Tank. Appreciate you. Appreciate all my awesome members. Manifesto, Steve. I hate stupid people, all of y'all. Can never say thank you enough to all of y'all. And y'all, I'm about, thanks to all of y'all and all the super chatters and everything. I got me a super nice green screen in. I'm going to hopefully have it hung this evening. So I'm going to start trying to do a lot more things fun and everything. And don't forget Catfish Terry tomorrow night at 8 o'clock. Down in the bayous tonight at 9. Central with Jess and 10 o'clock with Chubbs, y'all. Thank you, Bass. Have a great day fishing, Bass. Appreciate you coming in and hanging out with me. Yeah, everybody go to Rocco, y'all. But Lori, love you. Thank you, Lori, for sharing the links. Al Wet Sox got by me. Sorry about that, Al. The bearded woman emoji is still my favorite. Jeffrey. Man, I fish on. Appreciate all of y'all. Rocco. Appreciate you. Stephanie. I guess Stephanie's probably not with me no more, but I appreciate her being in here. Derek, buddy. Derek, everybody's going over to Rocco, buddy. I've been streaming 3 hours. I'm getting ready to get off here. But y'all, I'll be seeing you around. Rocco, I'll probably be lurking here in a minute while I'm fixing me some breakfast. But I appreciate everybody, y'all. But I guess I'm out of here. Everybody take care. We'll see you around.
legend.